Hi, I'm back again. It's been about 2 weeks. Um, I kind of want to talk about coming out. Um, about 8 years ago, I was with this girl, and I came out to her, and she acted as if she was totally cool with it. Um, we ended up getting in a big fight. We broke up, and shortly thereafter, she decided to try to blackmail me with all this information, tell all my friends, all my family, which she knew I wasn't comfortable with yet because I just recently found out about myself, and that I like doing all this stuff. Um, After she threatened me with all that, I still held on to all my clothes and my makeup and everything. And then I went into this downward spiral. Uh, very self-destructive. A lot of drugs, a lot of self-hatred, ashamed, and all that type of stuff. I'm sure some of you can understand where I'm coming from. You probably walk the same road. Um, it wasn't until just recently that the girl I'm with now found out that I cross-dress, and she hasn't seen me in person yet cross-dressed, but she said that she's completely okay with it and comfortable with it. I hope that's true. Um, and I was in hiding for 8 years. Like when we moved in together the first time, um, I threw away all my stuff the second we moved in because I didn't want her to find it out. I figured she would have been grossed out, freaked out by it, or something like that because I've already had a bad experience by it. About 4 years into our relationship, my other ex that I was really good friends with back in high school, she knew. She even gave me some of the clothes that I had. Um, she knew that me and my girl were having a nasty argument and all that stuff, and we were taking a short break from each other. So I knew that she wanted to get back with me. So she tried to use it as ammunition, try to blackmail me. Not, though she didn't really blackmail me. She told my girlfriend at the time to try to get her disgusted in me, to get her to break up with me, so that she could have her chance with me, which is pretty psychotic. Um, didn't work very well. That's how my girl at the moment now found out that I cross dressed, and I cut that other girl off out of my life because I don't need any bitches like that in my life that are gonna sit there and try to destroy my life so they can get something out of me. 'Cause, I don't play bullshit games. I don't got time for that stuff. So with her finding out, she found out approximately 3 months ago. It was a touchy conversation because I say this with the utmost respect, ignorant when it comes to what this is all about and what the ideas that we hold and the values that we hold. And I don't know how to put this, who we are and what we are and why we like to do it. um, First thing, she wanted to know is if I was gay, and I'm like, no, don't like guys. It's not my thing. But then, we had a couple conversations about it. I told her a couple different websites that are very good to do some research. That have a lot of great information. And I told her, that she could ask me anything she wants. I'm an open book. And her biggest concern is that I hid it from her for so long, and my best excuse or reason for that is because it's already been used against me. They're trying to be used against me to cause harm, and I was worried that that was going to happen again. I didn't want to get judged. I thought, oh well, if I just forget about this and just put it all away, throw it away, act like it never happened, and then play this big strong man like I've been doing for years, it'll never come back. But I didn't realize until just a couple weeks ago why I was actually destroying my life the way I was because I was hiding from myself. Um, the biggest advice I can give is just tell everyone. It's hard. It's very hard to do. Um, doesn't get easier every time. It's just as hard as the first time it is the last time. The way I told people, shortly after I told my girl, I decided I'm tired of having this over my head, feeling like I have to hide. So instead of me being outed by other people, I'd rather just tell them myself so they could hear it from the horse's mouth. So I went down the line, told my family. Mom already knew. She's known for like 9, 10 years, and she's been completely accepting and understanding of it. Um, my brother, I never told because I thought he would be grossed out by it. I went to him and his fiance's house and talked to them, and they're just like, I don't care, just as long as you're not doing drugs and not hurting people, then we don't care what you do. And they actually suggested that I come dressed to their wedding, which I was like, I might do that, but I don't want to make everyone else uncomfortable that doesn't know. They don't need to find out that way, like, wham, bam, making bam, here I am. um, so then I told my friend Jason. I have 3 friends that are named Jason, so I'm going to refer to them as different Jasons. My friend Jason, I've known since 7th grade. I told him. He said that I already told him a couple years ago. I don't remember. Sorry. But I told him. He said the same thing that my brother said. I don't care what you do, as long as you're not doing drugs and hurting people. My friend Big J and his girl, they've already known since almost day one. They've seen me dressed and all that stuff, and they're completely accepting of it, and they don't care. They find it ironic that I do the job that I do, and I'm a cross-dresser because I do a totally man job. And then my friend Jay was the most recent one that I came out to, and I was really worried about him not accepting me, because we all have this ability to think what our friends' acceptance level and opinions are of what you do and all that type of stuff, and you really don't know until you tell them, until you actually talk to them. I'll be honest, I had to get a little drunk to bring it up to him, over at his house, BSing, whatever. Played a bunch of video games, drank a bunch of beer. Eventually I just sat him down on the couch and I'm like, hey, look, I gotta tell you something. And he's like, okay, what is it? And I was hella nervous, so I was, rambling about this, rambling about that, and trying to give him some sort of backstory, like it was gonna make it a softer blow. And he's just like, look, shut up and spit it out. So I told him, I was like, I'm a cross-dresser, and he laughed, and he's like, whatever, no, you're not. And I'm like, I am. And he's like, no, you're not, whatever, I can't believe that. I'm like, well, then I guess I put off a pretty good cover if you don't believe that I'm a cross-dresser. I've known him for 9 years, something like that. So I told him, and he was completely accepting, and I thought he'd be the one. He's the one I was telling you guys about in the first video. I was like, I don't want to do my first video and with a black eye, because I was worried about me and him getting into a physical fight over this. But he was totally cool with it, and he even let me crash on his couch because I got a little too drunk. But yeah, he was more or less glad and appreciated the fact that I trusted him with this information. It actually brought our friendship closer. And I even let him know, I was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna try to crawl in bed with you. I'm not into guys. And then he opened up to me and told me all types of stuff about how he was actually very big in the LGBT community in different cities he's lived in and all that type of stuff. And he's actually very aware of people like us, cross-dressers, transgender, transsexual, trans, this, that, and the other. And see, who else did I come out to? I'm not going to come out of work. There's no way. I work with a bunch of close-minded people, and I don't need it affecting my career. Other than that, when it comes to coming out, just gotta be confident. Gotta know what you're talking about. And it's scary. It's very scary, but don't be too freaked out. It's okay. Once you get it off your chest, you'll feel so much better. Now I live in California, so things are a little more liberal, we're exposed to a lot more of the fringe society out here. If you live in a different state, please be careful because other states they're probably likely to hang you up and dry you. Other than that, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, do whatever. And I hope to hear from you. All right, bye.